Welcome, everybody, to Capes and Scowls. I'm Tim.
I'm Shuster.
And today we're doing a Capes and Scowls discussion about the soft reboot of the X universe that has been proposed.
The rumored soft
Yes,
reboot.
it's rumored. They should do it.
I think that's what our consensus is going to be, right?
But what if they soft reboot and they're like, we're going to fix everything, and then they just screw it up again?
Supposedly, the rumor is that because the Deadpool project did well, and Apocalypse didn't do so well.
Yeah, it made
They're
money, I'm
they're
sure.
mulling over the what?
It made money, I'm sure.
Yeah, but everyone trashed it.
I know, we did too.
Yeah, we did. Well,
you can find that on our channel.
You can. We didn't trash it other than we just went, ugh, meh.
It's a thing that happened.
We watched it. It was a thing.
They played Metallica's Four Horsemen during it.
Yeah, that's a thing. But they want to do a soft reboot to try to continue pushing out X-Men movies and the new Deadpool stuff because everybody likes the Deadpool movie.
It was good.
I liked it. No, I liked it.
It's the best thing they've done in a very long time.
Yes. But do you think there's a fatigue for X-Men movies?
Yes. Absolutely. But on the flip side of that, do I care about the X-Men? No.
This guy loves the X-Men.
I don't hate them, but I just don't care at all about X-Men. It's just a fact.
And by love, he just doesn't care.
But I still go see every single one in the theater.
Sure.
And that's why when I complain about them, I keep it to a dull roar. Because we all knew what I was getting into. I knew what I was getting into. I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, Apocalypse was really kind of a mess.
I liked First Class. I think that's why I had hopes. Because I'm like, oh, it's
First Class is fantastic. And I actually do think Days of Future Past is very good, too. You liked it. You liked it. It's on tape.
Yeah, but the further removed about it, the more.
No, it's on tape.
It can be on tape. I'm saying the more removed from it, the more I'm just like, there's things wrong with it. It was pretty to look at.
What's wrong with it? Okay,
we're gonna get off topic, but let's not do it.
No.
It's quasi on topic, but no, not really. There's a lot of. Here's what I'm going to say. There's a lot of continuity issues. Days of Future Past was supposed to fix a lot of those, and it really just created more.
But were the continuity issues in Days of Future Past or in Apocalypse, which is the sequel to Days of Future Past?
There's a lot of issues in both, but I treat the X-Men movies like popcorn movies, where I just want to see superheroes doing powers and things, and maybe Jubilee will take a ride to the movie theater and go see the movie, and then she'll come back and get captured.
Sorry, Leander, it's just not happening.
I don't know what they were thinking. Like, oh yeah, Jubilee's in it. We casted her. She's gonna take a ride in a car, and that's all she does.
I'm pretty sure she had one line, and that was it.
She said, "Hey, yeah, I'll go on a ride." Hey, I know where the car is.
Not a single firework mutant power. Not anything relevant.
Did she do her powers at all?
No, she didn't.
It's like, why does that girl look like she's gonna clean the dishes? Like, what's going on? She looks like the original, I don't know, Man in the Yellow Hat. I don't know. That was
Apocalypse did a lot wrong. So the soft reboot I think is needed, but I think they're going to go in the wrong direction because apparently was it Simon Kinberg I think it was who wrote Apocalypse, and he might have written the other ones I don't remember unfortunately, but they're keeping him on. They say they're getting rid of the director. I'm blanking on at the moment.
That's fine. Nobody cares.
No.
Was it Bryan Singer?
Yes, it was Bryan Singer.
Still don't care.
Yeah. So they said they're getting rid of him. The problem is you're keeping the same writer.
Yeah, when they got rid of him last time, X3 happened.
Yeah. No.
Let's have a moment of silence.
That was my moment of silence.
It was sad.
Yeah, lots of things.
The Multiple Man.
So, yeah, when they got rid of him, X3 happened. But keeping the same writer, I don't think is a very. I think if you're going to do a reboot, you got to reboot everything. They're also talking about keeping McAvoy and Fassbender, and basically everybody.
Are they keeping Patrick Stewart?
They did not say. They were talking more, I think, on the First Class lineup.
They should.
But I really like Fassbender and McAvoy as those characters.
They're great.
It's just, if you're going to do a reboot, I don't know. every time a reboot comes out for a movie franchise that I liked before or had some element I liked, I always want them to keep it, and they never do, and then I usually like it. Usually. But this one, I'm just like, they're too good. They're great at those characters.
They are really good. I mean, the fact that First Class had its issues too, plot wise, and they were so good you didn't care.
Yeah.
Like, you could nitpick that movie. You can nitpick pretty much any of these movies, but with First Class, you really didn't care at all because they were good.
Yes.
Like, how is Nightcrawler in that next movie? If Azazel's dead in First Class, is Mystique his mother?
But the thing is, they don't even mention that.
No.
So the comic book purists will get annoyed because of continuity issues that they're assuming are in the film. See, if it's not Marvel Studios doing it, I kind of just let it happen because I know I'm not going to like it as much unless it's like.
So you gave up.
For Fox.
You
Fox.
You soft rebooted your own brain.
No. See, I don't personally let Marvel Studios get away with that shit, but.
Well, they don't. They've been pretty good overall.
Yeah, and that's why I'm very happy with Marvel Studios. But Fox and Sony keep pushing out mediocre movies. Not all of them are mediocre. Deadpool was really good. First Class we liked. Apparently we have issues about Days of Future Past.
We do.
But overall, the films are just not that great they push out. So to get a soft reboot, I'm kind of just like, great, but are you really going to learn your lessons?
They're going to start over with the plot from X1.
Like 2001.
Yeah, just do it again.
2000 was it 2002?
It's a very important movie to comic book movies in general, but it doesn't hold up as well as you may think.
No, it doesn't hold up very very well at all.
Yeah,
I mean, it's good to it's fun to watch, but there's a lot of issues I find with it.
All these movies are just the X-Men are
the
bad.
early superhero stuff is pivotal in getting what we have now, which are blockbusters that somehow magically people don't like seeing.
You know what? I'd rather thank Blade. Because Blade made a ton of money.
So
who cares about X-Men? Blade.
Exactly.
Thank you, Wesley Snipes.
Yes. He wants to come back, I hear.
Let him come back. Why are you stopping him?
I just mentioned it.
Why would you?
Anyway, Deadpool also had some news with the loss of the director. And a lot of people aren't happy about that because they really liked the first movie. They liked the direction, Tim Miller. And Ryan Reynolds and Tim Miller were in cahoots basically for this film. They were the ones who were helping to write it and helping get it going. And to see those two get into a tiff and have one of them leave does suck. So do you think their soft reboot will encompass that? I mean, you would think.
From their perspective, you would want it to. You would want to cash in on Deadpool while Deadpool is as red hot as he's ever been.
Yeah.
Will they succeed in it? Probably not, but good on them for trying. It's a cash grab. The X-Men movies are a cash grab. Deadpool was actually good. First Class was okay. Everything else bugs me.
That's it. Well, and the other thing I bring up is, okay, they talk about just having the X universe. They still own Fantastic Four.
Are we going there?
I brought it up. It's happening. Do you think that Fantastic Four is within the realm to get rebooted in the same universe?
No. Don't do it. Just sell it. Sell it to Marvel Studios.
I seriously want Phase 4 to be a A+ Fantastic Four film with either Doctor Doom or Galactus as the Avengers film.
This is how you do Galactus. You don't make him a fart cloud.
Exactly. It's really simple.
You would think, but...
Yeah, I think that would be a great idea. And I was actually one of the early rumors for Doctor Strange that I had heard was that Victor Von Doom was going to be the antagonist of the Strange film.
That would have been so cool.
I was so pumped when I heard that because it made sense. You know,
they have history in the comics.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not 100% comic related, but he does magic. He learns he learns magic. So what better way to learn magic than him be a pissed off disciple of the Ancient One that goes, all Doctor Doom, all Doctor Strange.
They're both clearly doctors.
Clearly.
Doctor.
So, yeah, so overall, I would love to see a reboot. How much of a reboot they're going to do. How much reboot are people going to like that they did?
I don't want any of it. I just do Deadpool movies and leave everything else alone.
See, I think at this point I don't care about the X-Men franchise. I always want Marvel to get back their rights. But with X-Men and mutants, I don't think I care. Because they've incorporated their universe without mutants. And they've kind of given us Inhumans to make that replacement.
Smart.
Yeah. So, do we really need Marvel to try to grab it? Do we really need more Foxmen, as they say on the internet? Foxmen.
The internet's not always right.
But the internet told me that.
They told you Foxmen?
They did.
And then you said it out loud and thought it was a good idea?
I said it on camera.
Ooh. These are just bad decisions all around.
It's compounding.
It is.
So, overall, I think we can both agree that it's not a very good idea and they should just stop making those films.
I think a soft reboot isn't going to help. I think it's either a hard reboot and do it right and just do it as close to right that everybody is going to enjoy. Where people who just want it to enjoy it, they don't care about comics, they're just like, I want to see things blow up. And the Transformers aren't in the theater right now. You got to appease those people because they're buying tickets too. And you throw in enough plot, we'll be happy. Why can't you just do a little of everything, you know?
I think the problem is that Apocalypse failed. I know you have second thoughts on Days of Future Past, but you had really good films, and in my opinion, First Class and Days.
The thing is, like, I go into these movies with very low expectations. It's not me being a jerk. Like, if they fall on their face, I'm okay with it because I mentally was prepared for it.
Sure.
So when I come out of Days of Future Past and I'm like, oh, all right, I had a lot of fun. That opening sequence was so great, and it didn't make any sense, but it was really great. I had fun watching it and eating my popcorn like a fat slob.
I feel like we need a Days of Future Past video at this point.
That's fine, because Kitty Pryde making Wolverine go back in time really doesn't make any sense to me.
To you.
It doesn't.
But the Fox.
The Foxmen, they can
do it. The Foxmen.
Oh, it's contagious. I said it now.
And to loop around to Wolverine, a soft end with Logan, in a way, to the X universe.
Maybe, but that doesn't look like it makes any sense either.
Really?
Yeah, no, it doesn't make any sense.
Why?
How much time has passed that Logan is old?
I don't know.
So why is Professor X still alive?
Because he's Professor X.
That's dumb.
How?
He has mind powers. He's not.
But he's got mind
eternal.
powers.
So?
Mind.
The mind?
Mind.
You're really just that's all you got?
It's just the trailer. I don't know. It's a Fox movie. At this point, I just allow it to be.
And that, my friends, is the problem. We've gotten too complacent.
For Fox movies. Get me all riled up about Marvel. That's a different story.
Triggered.
Well, this is the trigger. It's the trigger face. But I mean, what do you think of the Logan trailer then? Besides your all,
I'm interested to see more. From what I've seen, I'm not really thrilled with it. I like the visuals of it, and it's one of those things that I feel like maybe it'll be really good. It's just they don't want to give too much away in the trailer, so it just comes off as a bunch of things happening that don't really make sense. That trailer isn't really selling me. It's selling me on the tone and some of the cool visuals, but it's not selling me on the plot. And until I see more, that trailer's not enough.
Wolverine
for me.
is old.
I'll still go see it. I'm still willing
old.
to. Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
X-23 comes out of nowhere.
Sure she does. It doesn't make sense.
The people who want X-23 are coming to get her.
Mm-hmm.
Wolverine has to protect her.
Yeah, no. What? Unless
that was pretty
look,
simple.
If Professor X is Casper the Friendly Ghost, we're fine. But if he's actually there, I have a problem with that. It doesn't seem like something that should be.
Why? Based on what?
Because how old is Wolverine?
Well, that's what I'm saying. We don't know the time period.
Because Professor X is old as balls at the end of Days of Future Past. And then what? How old does Wolverine age?
I mean,
he's been alive how long?
Look,
he's been alive how long? Like 200 years or something at this point, and he looks like he's like 30, 40, and now all of a sudden he looks like he's aged another 40 years.
His body is starting to age.
Ah, Jesus. That Foxman Kool-Aid.
Tastes so good.
We don't like logic here on Gibbs and the Scowls.
Barring that, I think it looks fine. I think it looks interesting.
Yeah.
I don't see a problem with it.
No, you've got those horse blinders on.
Horse blinders?
Yeah, you can't see the big picture. You're just straight ahead.
Because I have only seen one trailer. I haven't seen the picture, which is a movie.
And I've already said, I agree. I don't think the trailer tells me enough. I'm not anti the movie.
I actually think the movie tells you a lot.
You think so?
Yeah. I just told you.
It didn't answer the key
He's
things.
losing his powers. He's getting old.
Oh my God.
X-23 and Xavier come out of nowhere. They come out of nowhere. Bunch of military guys come out of nowhere looking for her.
I just enjoyed it because Johnny Cash song was playing.
Dude, I like Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash singing a Nine Inch Nails song. Weird.
It's fine.
It is fun. Just because a trailer is always better with Johnny Cash music in it.
It really is.
Kind of is.
Yeah. So it's trailer number 2 that doesn't have Johnny Cash. I'll have probably a different opinion then.
Probably.
Possibly.
Possibly.
But overall, yeah, I just don't want to see any of it. Overall.
You don't want to see any of it?
I don't want to see any of it.
No, you just want it all to fold in the Marvel Studios.
I wanted to get all the rights back of the things that are relevant and just have Marvel films. They're good. They're fun to watch.
Until they're
They have an over... Calm yourself.
Easy now.
Easy.
Triggered.
That's trigger face.
Trigger.
But overall, thoughts? And ending thoughts?
Ending thoughts. I will go see all of these movies, whether they're good or not. I will probably enjoy them for their visuals and some of the things that carry on the general tomfoolery of these movies. Will I, after the fact, maybe a week or two removed, when I reflect on this giant universe of X people, will I like it as a whole? Probably not, because it's so far in the hole to begin with. But I'm open. I'm open to it. I'm willing to soft reboot my brain on the X-Men. If they do a good job, I'll go find Chris Claremont and tell him I love him.
That ended differently than I thought. I actually don't like the visuals.
No?
No. I wasn't impressed with Apocalypse. It's just, I think it's because I'm so used to CGI and that kind of stuff. I'm just like, I'm already disinterested because Apocalypse doesn't look correct. You know, I'm already disinterested because Apocalypse isn't doing things that I would like him to do.
What, you didn't want him to teleport? Like the whole movie?
I didn't want him to learn. No, I didn't mean learn.
He just teleported.
Yeah, and he teleports around and grabs 3 mediocre mutants.
That's gonna get some hate comments.
But Olivia Munn was perfectly cast.
I didn't say she wasn't perfectly cast. I just said Apocalypse is pretty shitty.
They could have done her
3 out of
better.
4.
You're not wrong. They could have done her better.
But it was.
If they only wrote better
silent
lines for her and told her to do more interesting things.
Okay, no.
The best was her. The best was her
2
when
out
she
of 4,
leaves at the end.
What?
When she leaves at the end, that's my favorite part. She's
She's
like
like,
looking at all the wreckage. She's like, gives this really hard look at the camera, and then just walks away. Like, yeah, screw this universe. But like the face she makes with like what actually happens doesn't quite fit. But
Yeah.
she was like, screw it, it's a paycheck.
2 out of 4 mediocre mutants.
Mm.
I forgot Storm was in there. Storm and Magneto are top notch, but not Psylocke and Angel.
So many comments coming.
Yeah, I'm okay with this. It's the normal trend of
They were
that
fun.
guy in the blue shirt.
That guy in the blue shirt.
That guy in the blue shirt.
It's my favorite.
But overall, I have no problem with them rebooting because I will go see it reluctantly. But if I had my choice, I would say no. Give Marvel what they want. Let them play with it. And if you have scraps left over, sure, make a movie. But I probably will just.
I have a slightly different opinion. Don't give Marvel the stuff back, and don't make any more movies. I don't want Marvel to try to force the X-Men into their universe since they've already destroyed them.
I just want them to get Fantastic Four.
Well, yes, Fantastic Four would be great.
Because there's so many properties
So
there.
many space things they can't do. But, you know, if they can't have it, nobody can. Scorched Earth.
Scorched Earth policy.
Do you remember that game? It was like 8-bit, and it was like on the computer, Scorched Earth.
Really?
Your little tank. Yeah, it was awesome.
Was it?
8-bit tanks.
8-bit tanks are always good.
Google it. Scorched Earth. It was a thing. It was fun.
You got some homework, everybody.
Yeah, if you want to play something that was probably on the Apple II, get on it. It was that or Oregon Trail.
Ooh, Oregon Trail.
Always hire the Indian to help you get across the river.
Always.
You'll just die. You'll drown.
Every time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the end of that.
It happened.
It happened.
I'm sorry.
You should be.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm Schuster.
And I'm Tim, and you can find us at capesandscowlspodcast.com. You can email us hate mail at capesandscowlspodcast@gmail.com. We are on Patreon, patreon.com/capesandscowlspodcast. Give us $1. It would be nice. We could probably improve the quality of everything. Maybe
Oh,
get him
quality.
nicer shirts,
Yeah.
distinct things so you can yell at him. It would be great. Just giving us $1 is cool.
It'd be great. It would
It'd be-
help us a lot to
You don't have to
beef
give us
this up.
anything, but
You
if you
don't.
wanted to.
You don't.
We do have extra content on there. We're on YouTube. Clearly, you're watching a video. And what else? Super
On our
casual.
website.
I already said the website. capesandscowlspodcast.com again. We're on iTunes. We're on all those podcasts.
Twitter. He likes Twitter.
I am at mad_dog_Tim. The podcast is at Capes and Scowls. Mine is more the podcast Twitter.
It really is.
It really is. Just talk to me.
Just talk to this guy.
And you're on there.
At R.E. Schuster, I have nobody.
Nobody. It's just tumbleweeds over there.
Just so many tumbleweeds.
Just tumbleweeds.
I occasionally tweet to like 3 people that follow me.
Horrible things. Horrible. If you like terrible things and like retweets of what we're doing.
Related to a video we did.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought it was funny. Sure, nobody else will.
Hashtag dicks out for Harambe.
Hashtag Harambe 2016.